What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Leftovers podcast. I'm Charlie,
I'm Joe.
and so we're gonna kickstart off. Obviously, it's kind of become a tradition now, but we've got this penultimate episode of One Division. It is the definitely the most relevant, so to speak, and hot series of the year so far. And
Definitely.
a lot of people invested in it. I certainly am, and I know you are. And episode 8 was the longest one we've got so far, but that was kind of expected. But
Is it?
Jesus, I think it was. I don't know if episode 1 was like an hour long or something, but from top of my head, I think it was.
No, I think no. Episode 1 wasn't an hour long. It was just because we had two episodes right. Like we were able
Oh
to
yeah,
watch
yeah, they
episodes
brought
right.
the
That's right.
episode 1 and 2 at the same time. But I think so because I think it all would have been like
I don't know.
half an hour. Haven't they?
I thought like last week's was quite long.
It wasn't.
Or sorry, the
47
week
minutes long,
before,
it was
the week before,
37.
the week before rather.
I think this is definitely the longest one. I can't remember a 47-minute episode, including credits. That means
I
I
don't
think the
know.
last episode should be at like at least an hour, surely.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Though. That'd be
But
good. But
yeah,
this was
this episode. This
it-
was a very.
It wasn't. It
Well,
wasn't
I-
introducing it was introducing context. To be fair, it was explaining a lot of things.
It
really
kind
that
of
we didn't know.
explained One Division. Like it did give us like
exactly.
context to the whole thing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
And like, obviously Agnes, basically the witch.
Agatha, thank you very much.
Agatha. She
I was hoping they were gonna play the tune again, but they didn't.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like she so basically throughout the episode, she basically went through like parts of her life, like key parts of her life that Agatha basically sent her back to because she wanted to know something, didn't she?
She wanted to
find
know
out WANDA
how she was
created
that
all this.
powerful. Well, no, she wanted to know how
Yeah.
how she became that powerful, because obviously she was like,
It's like,
you've created
she
this
lost
whole
everything over.
you've created
over
this
time.
whole town. Like, how have you done that? And then we went through back in time. We saw when her parents died with the bomb.
And that
Apparently,
was Dick Van Dyke.
yeah. Well,
Dick
that's
Van
where she
Dyke.
got the inspiration from. We've seen where she got the
Yeah, I
inspiration
know.
from with this TV
Did you
show.
see like
but-
his room? Like that's exactly. It was like exactly.
Yeah.
his
See,
room.
like it was
Yeah.
literally like it was not. Well, yeah, it was pretty much exact, wasn't it?
You didn't get to see it that for that long, but you could kind of tell straight away it's from the
Yeah.
first couple of
Oh
episodes.
yeah,
and that.
yeah. You could. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, obviously, yeah. And then it was like the one in when she was locked up in the Hydra thing. You know, it was on the later ones.
Yeah, I
and
like that
etc.
bit.
Yeah.
With Loki Scepter.
Yeah, that was interesting. But
I was like, that's Vision in front of you. That's your
But yeah,
future husband.
it was interesting because there was a few, not well, I guess there was a few unanswered questions that were now finally answered, and a couple of surprises as well. And I think I also want to talk about as well another theory that we mentioned last week or the week before, I can't remember, but I'll come on to that in a minute. But we should say spoilers as well. We should have said spoilers beforehand, but anyway.
Yeah, you should have watched it.
No, because normally we did this a week after, didn't we? But now it's like we're doing it the day after, so spoilers.
We should have definitely seen it by then, that's for sure.
Exactly. But the episode was basically just going back in time, as we've already mentioned. But we saw with the Hydra one how she got, or well, not how she obtained her powers, because apparently she already had her powers, but how her powers were enhanced with the
That's another
scepter.
like plot hole, like how she actually got her powers. She was probably millions are born with them, but
Yeah,
she
was probably born with them, but then the scepter just
I still wanna
enhanced her power, like it was kind of shown, and it was interesting as well because it kind of like cut when they were showing the CCTV footage of it. It kind of cut from her walking in, and then it cut straight to her on the floor, so it didn't show the bit in between, did it? Of her of the stone coming out and whatnot. That was interesting.
I find it I love how they tried
And
to
it was
make it as much sense as possible, even though like they didn't have Aaron back as Quicksilver in those scenes. Which if they did sign him on, he definitely would have appeared in those scenes. Other than the one before, the one with the scepter though, not the obviously one.
Yeah,
after,
but I
because
feel
he
like
would have been dead.
it's still it still
It wasn't
works
relevant
without
to him,
It
but I
still
feel like
works
they
without him though. I think
made an
it
appearance.
doesn't matter that. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah,
that
it still
much.
works about him because it
Yeah.
wasn't about him. But
No, yeah,
I feel
I know.
like if they signed him on, he would have made an appearance in that scene. But
Maybe
yeah,
maybe a slight
I
bonus. But
yeah, I think the over like the bits that Agatha was showing, Wanda, it was kind of like just losing people over time. Obviously, lost her parents,
Yeah.
then lost her brother, and now he's
and then lost vision. So it was
and
more,
now like
yeah,
her
it was
kids
the
are like
grief.
getting strangled to death.
Also, can we just point out the deep conversation that Wanda and Vision had in that episode?
Yeah.
That was deep.
it was kind of like a extended cutscene from Age of Ultron.
It would have been actually no. It would have been Civil War. It would have been Civil War.
End of Ultron, start Civil War. Yeah, well, it depends on when it was.
It would have been
exactly.
Civil War. It would have been Civil War because that's when we actually saw her.
It was kind of based straight after Age of Ultron.
It was kind of like in between, wasn't it? It was kind of in between.
She's definitely acted like it was very recently.
But no, yeah, and then we saw when she didn't break into the Sword base.
Well, that's what we thought.
Because obviously, it was like it was like midway through the series where the Sword dude, I can't remember his name, but he said that Wanda broke in. She didn't. What a liar! And that's where my theory is that he is. I think it's now. I'm now fully committed to the theory that he's Ultron. Because also
if he's Ultron, and then you've got like Mephisto as well, because surely Mephisto's got to make a appearance. I know he's going to be in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, but maybe he'll appear in.
Maybe he'll make a slight appearance. I think they'll save him. I think they'll save him for.
He comes in. There are no strings on me.
Oh my god! But no, because he said
Nick's
that
Ultron's little.
No, because he said the Sword dude. That's how he's going to be named now. I don't care. He said something like, "You can't bring Vision back online," and then he said, "Sorry, back to life." That's when I was like, "Okay, that's odd." And also with
that's kind of like Ultron banter, isn't it? When he
exactly.
You know?
That's what I mean. Like, I just feel like
I'm so sorry. So your arm. Oh, sorry.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then obviously she did break into the lab thing, but she didn't. All she did was, try to feel Vision's mind, but she couldn't, obviously, because he was dead. And then she just walked out. But obviously, with what we heard, it sounded like she took the body, which makes the mid-credit scene even better. Have you seen the mid-credit scene?
Yeah,
I did. I didn't make the same mistake this time.
My credit scenes.
I didn't make the same mistake this week.
Yeah,
it's
weird now, isn't it? Because it's just going to be obviously the same actor and
I thought,
Bettany, but
yeah,
it's going to be their own vision.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Don't worry. We'll talk about it in a minute. But
maybe it's Ultron.
But then also the envelope with the map or whatever, showing or telling Wanda to go to Westview and
just a house
to
there.
do it. Well, it wasn't a house. It was it wasn't a house. It was like the what was that?
That's what I mean. Like,
it was
the
border of the house, if you do know what I mean.
Do what you want with it, Will.
Yeah, but it was interesting because that was Vision, wasn't it, that told her to do it?
I think it was
because it said it was a love heart. It was a love heart.
Might have been Agatha.
No, because it was a love heart, and it said it was like something where to grow old or something like that, and then it had V at the end.
You couldn't imagine like Vision like sending her to some like deserted place.
That's what I mean. Like, it did seem a bit weird. Like, I'm like, would Vision
maybe someone
really
read
want
the letter, put it away, and then went and destroyed it.
I don't know. Like, would Vision want that? That's what I mean. Like, it's
that's what I mean, because now he's trying to, like, if it was Vision, now he's trying to prevent it all from happening. So
yeah, but he wouldn't have known that Agatha was.
I know he wouldn't have known that then, but like still, like he would have still tried. Now he's trying to gather like information to see if it was like all like BS or not.
Yeah,
but we didn't get to see any of Monica Rambeau or Ben Peters' who.
No, we didn't see any of those characters. But I feel like it was an episode.
Vision.
I feel like it was just an episode.
Got to see Vision, obviously, but
yeah. But I feel like it was just an episode just like dedicated to exposition
Wanda
or like or like
context,
just more context. Yeah, it was more just like,
you know what they do in the series. They always like towards the end. They always do like.
That's what I mean. That's what they do. That's what they did. They're always like, right, we're just gonna the penultimate episode. We're just gonna stuff it with context and exposition.
Yeah.
Here you go. And then at the end of the main episode, we got Agatha with the two kids, and finally calling Wanda Scarlet Witch, the first time she's been called it.
Yeah.
So, and it was that
into big things like we already know.
Yeah, obviously we already knew, but obviously it's now like it's finally been used.
Is it going to be some sort of like witch pride or something? Agatha the Witch, Scarlet
It's
Witch.
very weird. It's very weird. Yeah. But also it kind of links back as well to the scene or the flashback with when she was getting her powers enhanced by Hydra. There was that bit where she saw the Scarlet Witch, like the silhouette.
Yeah.
So there's that as well. So maybe there's a hint, like maybe that's what she'll be at the end of the series, or next episode rather. She'll finally turn into the Scarlet Witch as we expect in the comics and etc. But yeah, the post-credit scene, or sorry, mid-credit scene. The sword dude.
It was a weird one, wasn't it? But because obviously, like you just as soon as they show like the boots, you could tell it was Vision, or like a model of him.
As soon he was saying like we've tried to rebuild him millions of times.
So, like,
and I was like,
a bit of power or something. Like that sounded.
Yeah,
so
all we
odd.
needed
I'm
was
like,
a bit of power from her, and it was like the Wanda thing because it was the drone, wasn't it? It was a drone.
Yeah.
But it was but as soon as he said like we tried to rebuild him millions of times, I was like, oh my god, that's Vision, isn't it? And we finally got grey Vision, so it's the Vision with no emotion, no stone, obviously, in the comics. It's just it's Vision, but without the personality, emotion, and whatnot.
Shit Vision.
So that pretty much. And I think also that kind of maybe strengthens the point that he is Ultron as well, the sword dude, because I feel like people are gonna get so annoyed that I keep calling him the sword dude as well. But it's like Ultron obviously built Vision. He knows how to build Vision and the way he wants him to. And I feel like what he's done is he's done it differently because the Mind Stone was kind of like that thing that gave Vision like the personality and the emotional side of him. Now that's been taken away. He now can build the Vision that he wants, which is the Vision that we are going to see in the next episode. But yeah, it's very interesting.
It all fits. If the Ultron theory is right, it all fits together, isn't it? Because obviously in
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, he wanted Vision to basically
to
work
try
with him and
exactly,
all this
yeah.
stuff, and now we can do that.
Now I really want it to be true, man. I really want it to be true. I'm backing it all
I'll
the
tell
way.
you what, I was saying for a long time throughout this series, I was saying like because they said that Evan Peters is coming back as Quicksilver. It was actually confirmed by Kevin Feige that Evan Peters' Quicksilver was basically just Agatha showing her dominance and power, basically just trying to mess with Wanda.
Well, she did say it was a fake Pietro or Fietro, which is which to be honest was one of my favourite lines.
Take it what you will, but I do think that that means they're going to have to link it somehow eventually, maybe in the next episode. I don't know, to like how basically she got Evan Peters' face as Quicksilver. Maybe she knew him from the Fox universe through the multiverse, but because she's so powerful.
Yeah, because she's a witch and everything. Yeah, makes sense. We'll see. But they have said as well. Obviously, we do know that there's meant to be another major cameo.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That because I was thinking for ages that it was just either gonna like the only big cameos. They said it was like a Luke Skywalker equivalent cameo. And I was thinking that everyone was saying it was over like 3 people. It was either Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, or like what's his face, Ian McKellen's like Magneto. They were like the only 3 like big cameos, but like none of them really make sense, especially with how the series is going.
I'm gonna ask this question as well.
If it is Ultron, then I would take it.
I was about to say, do you think it's actually going to be Ultron? I was about to ask that.
I think the favourite now, if there was like a row of bets in terms of like what would be at the top, I think it would be Ultron.
I think that's still fine. I would still take that because I
would take Ultron,
even though I'm still expecting it. I would still take it.
Would you like to see him back at his form? How you saw him in Age of Ultron was like the vibranium sort of like robot like guy with feelings, or would you just?
I would like him
who plays and just goes, "I'm Ultron."
I would like him in a different form. Because I feel like if you're going because I want it to be like
just a different voice though, innit? So it'd be a bit weird.
No. Because apparently the guy that voiced him originally is actually because he is in the cast apparently. So Ultron is set to make an appearance somewhat, regardless. But I feel like he'll transform, but it won't be Ultron as we know him in Age of Ultron. Like you said, it'll be not necessarily dismembered thing, but it'll kind of be like an Iron Man suit, That's my thinking, but not like the ones
I
that we
think it
saw
might
in
be a
Age of
step
Ultron.
back because he was evolving in the Age of Ultron, and him being destroyed, it wouldn't make sense if they
That's
just
what,
brought
that's
him
what,
back into
yeah,
an
that's what I
almighty
mean. That's what I
powerful
mean. That's
person.
what I
Like,
mean.
it'd just
Like,
make Age of Ultron
yeah,
completely pointless.
yeah, that's what I
So I
mean.
feel like he'll have to like try and reboot and restart, and this is
Yeah,
like him starting again his plan, like bringing
yeah.
back like his vision that
And
he
he needs,
wanted.
and
To
he needs,
maybe,
and he also needs
yeah,
like Wanda's power to, try and um, make him more powerful and whatnot as well,
mm.
and try and get him into a better form.
Yeah, I would like that. Maybe if it was like at the end or something, you saw like, or maybe like halfway through, like he reveals himself, or like towards the start of it, and then at the end you get to see something like Mephisto. That would be a good like like
That'd be quite cool.
solid. I don't know, so.
Yeah, it'll be like Agatha. Like it'll be like a mid-credit scene. It'll be like Agatha talking to Mephisto or something, and it'll be like, what was
the
her?
opening scene, wasn't it? We're like 16 or something. It was like so like. Have you seen the film like Hocus Pocus? It gave me that sort of vibe.
I'm not gonna lie. The
It was like,
spells that was said, it was just like you couldn't come up with something more creative. It was like
not quite
repetito.
Middle Earth.
It was like
you know?
repetito memorino. It was like you can't come up with something more creative. Just
I
say
want
like
a
just
Johnny
just
Pizzeria.
just a different language or something. Like you just said, you just, well, I mean, I guess it is a different language, but it's just like so obvious what you want. Like just make it a bit creative.
I love like Wanda's, especially like Wanda and his brother Pietro, and like in the scene when they were kids before they got bombed and that, they were just like changing between English and like
Yeah.
foreign
Also,
English
that's a
was.
stupid excuse as well. Oh, we only talk. We're meant to speak English on our movie night. Jog on. Jog on. If you're trying to practice, if you're trying to practice,
to like Slovakia and all these places, and just go see if this really happens. No, let's just
exactly
speak
like
our own language.
if you're telling me, like, if you're gonna practice English, you'd do it more often than just a movie night. 100%. Like maybe like in the morning you'll do it.
I had to come up with an excuse, and it was a pretty lame excuse.
It was a lame excuse, just as lame as the names of the spells. But hey ho. There was something else I was going to point out as well, and now I can't remember. Oh yeah, I would like to know.
I didn't see more of that book either. That was in episode 7. You know the what's it called? The Dark something.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that'll probably come up again in the last episode. But another thing.
She says a spell and appears.
Another thing I want to ask or like talk about is what is Agatha's intention?
We still don't know what she's trying to achieve.
That's what I mean.
She's trying to get like Wanda's powers or something. Just like
because at first, before this episode, I was like, okay, if she's probably working. Well, she probably is still working with Mephisto, but like she's trying to get her powers, and she's trying to
be an annoying little bitch.
Just try and help Mephisto out by trying to make him more powerful, etc. But after this, and the way it was kind of portrayed with the, and especially at the ending, it was like, you're just too powerful, you are the Scarlet Witch, etc. I'm kind of like, so is she just trying to stop Wanda? Like what is she just trying to?
There's a few plot holes, but I think if they don't get covered on episode 8, then I think we'll be left with a bit like.
And then
I think what they've got a lot still to cover there, haven't they, with the book?
And then also the beginning scene as well of this episode, when it was like her being tied up and them shooting.
How did she get her powers? She already had the powers.
That's true as well, but
I thought she was going to get her powers in that scene. I thought they were going to be transformed into her. Or explain how she got her powers, but it wasn't. She already had powers. And
yeah, she already had the powers.
Witch? Yeah, I'm a witch. Oh, I'm just going to kill you all.
Yeah, I'm a witch.
It's a bit weird.
I'm a witch, but I'm not doing anything bad. Psych, I'm going to kill you all.
I feel like what they tried to do was cover up a plot hole, but created a new one at the same time.
But do you think that she just killed them, or do you think she absorbed their power or drained their?
I think she couldn't control her power. That's what I think. I think now, like 400 years on, she's learned to control it.
No. I mean, like when in that start scene, do you think when they were shooting lasers and then she tried to she overpowered them? Do you think she absorbed their power, and that drained their life away? or
I
do you
thought
think
they were.
she just
I think they were trying to kill her or to at least take her powers away, but it kind of backfired because they didn't realize how powerful Agatha
exactly?
was.
Yeah.
And then she just like took all of them in one, and then the last one just went, "No,
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna,
that's
I'm
what
gonna beat you."
my question is like. My question is like, is that what she's trying to do with Scarlet Witch, or is she just trying to kill her? Like, is she just trying to stop her? I don't
I
really
think she'll
know.
use the twins, her kids,
Oh
to
yeah,
try and
hundred
like
percent,
get her
100%.
powers. She'll be like, I'm just gonna strangle these kids to death unless you give me your powers.
Unless you decide to shoot at me, and I'm just going to absorb that power and kill you. Haha, lol. And then let your kids watch you die, lol.
Are the kids even real though?
It's an
That's
interesting
what I don't
question.
get. She can't control them like she couldn't control things. But Agatha controlled them. Agatha
if
created them.
Vision can't escape, then I don't think they can.
Well, he's
then,
dead.
If
He
that's
was dead, wasn't he?
But the thing is, but I don't know, because like the kids aren't based off anything, if that makes sense. Like Vision is based off a person that she already knows. The kids are something that she made. So maybe they can. Because maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's because that Vision, but maybe that's the reason, because they can't bring back a Vision if Vision's technically still existing in the real world.
Now we know, because we when we thought at first, when Sword Guy, as you like to say,
exactly. Let me try and find his name.
Thought that well, he said that Wanda broke in and took Vision's body and brought it back to life. That's not true. She never brought him back to life. She was like, goodbye. I'm very upset. I'm going to go on my car. I see this letter. I'm going to go to this place, Westfield, and it's not there, or Westview, whatever it's called. And now we know
Tyler Hayward. Director Tyler Hayward.
Now we know that the Vision that tried to escape wasn't the one that died. It was just her. It was just her creating him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
So now I do think, although there's people that can come in, and the ones that she obviously has taken over, she's brainwashed, they can come in and out of it if she wants them to, but they're brainwashed. But the ones that she created, like Vision, who tried to escape, he slowly died. But it wasn't the one that we thought all along was the one from the lab, which actually Vision, she brought him back, pieced him back together. It wasn't. It was just her memory or like her powers that brought him back to life. So I do think, based on that now, that if the twins try and get outside of the hex, they will die.
No. I think they will live, and
I think they'll die.
The reason that is because Vision is based off somebody in the real world. So if he escapes, he dies because it's based off that.
Well, there is that,
but because the twins are from her imagination, they don't exist in the real world. They can leave and still be alive, because they're based off her imagination, whereas Vision is based off.
There's different outcomes to it, but I think hopefully they brush it all up, because they've got a lot of things to brush up in this last episode.
Yeah.
Yes, they may have covered some things in this episode, but they've just
maybe the point is they're trying to leave a couple of questions unanswered and save them for the Multiverse of Madness.
Maybe,
Doctor Strange,
but the Multiverse of Madness, because I know Wanda's going to be in it, but it's just
that's what I mean.
Doctor Strange. Maybe it's like something that gets resolved at the start or throughout. I don't know. I don't know how significant Wanda will be in that film, but apparently she's going to be pretty significant in it.
Oh yeah, if she's maybe she'll turn into Scarlet. Like I said, maybe she'll turn into Scarlet Witch at the end of this, and Doctor Strange is kind of like trying to stop her becoming too powerful, and she's doing all this multiverse stuff and whatnot. And that's what has to happen. Let's not talk about WandaVision, because we could talk about WandaVision all day.
That's enough for WandaVision.
That's enough for WandaVision.
There's still Marvel stuff we've got to talk
save
about,
it. Yeah, we'll save WandaVision for next week, as always.
Yeah.
But in other Marvel
however,
news,
there was a big reveal that did happen quite recently, where
Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
Yeah, we did have originally. We did have
a couple of few cast members that took the piss.
Yeah, we had Tom Holland. What was his? It was Phone Home. Then we had Zendaya doing Home Depot, and then there was another one where it was like
Ned, wasn't it?
What?
The actor who plays Ned, he revealed.
Oh, Jacob.
They all revealed one.
It was like
that was fake.
And his was like Home Slice or something. I can't remember.
Something like that.
and everyone was like, "Oh, okay, these are fake. When are we getting the real one?" And then there was a video, and it was Tom being like, "They give us a fake name
You see, they actually
again."
baited Bread Batch, like the Bread Batch brought out saying this is the title, and then he realised it was all crap, and then it was all like rubbish.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh damn, I've just been baited.
Yeah. So he put in the things like maybe not, maybe
got
not.
done there,
Sorry.
but yeah. And then but yeah, now we know it's
No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
But they did a video, didn't they? A short clip.
Yeah. So it was Tom Holland coming out of the of the director's office and being like, "They gave us a fake name again."
I don't spoil anything. Do I really spoil anything? And then you had like Jacob just going, "You spoiled the last film."
Yeah. Like what? There one thing that I spoiled, and it was like the title of the last
film. They
film.
zoomed into the board, Spider-Man No Way Home. But
they had a lot of other.
Into it a bit more deep.
You could see
hexes all over it, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly, which is interesting. They also had
to WANDA, so
yeah,
I think
they
about
also
Spider-Man 3, it kind of has to link to WandaVision though, doesn't it? Though, because
it's interesting. It's interesting because the first one was called Homecoming, and it was in his hometown Queens. You had Far From Home, which was based in other countries. Now you've got No Way Home, based in other universes. Nice one.
I think the bit you know, the three pictures that we
I was about to say as well. Yeah, they did release some still images.
They're on the run,
in the film.
Those three. I actually think the trailer that's going to come out apparently soon of Spider-Man 3, like a teaser trailer.
That won't be out for a while. That won't be out for a while.
The end game. Well, they were saying that this because of the name coming out and this and things started to like creep out and this and that, and Tom Holland denying Andrew and Toby are going to be in the film. It's pretty obvious they are, and all if not most of the leaks are going to be true. That we are going to get a teaser drop somewhere.
No, because they're still filming. They're still filming it.
Yeah, well, a lot of films. That's what the whole point of a teaser trailer. They never don't finish filming.
I feel like with a film like this, they're gonna release a trailer when it's suitable. Like it will get, because bear in mind this is coming. You've got to remember this is coming out. No, but you got to remember this is coming out Christmas. This isn't coming out.
Yeah, but that's what teaser trailers do. They bring it out way before, and then the trailer doesn't come out for months.
No, I still think this will come out like May, when we'll finally get something.
I think the teaser will be out quite soon, but I think what they're going to do is with the trailers is it's going to be a lot like Endgame, where they just show the opening, so they don't reveal anything. I think that's what those images are from. I think those images will be from the trailer.
They'll just show stuff that will be like,
that's not much. That's not much. His identity got revealed by Mephisto.
Yeah. What?
And I think that's what those three are going to be like.
Okay. I'm gonna save you here. It got revealed by Mysterio, not Mephisto.
I didn't say Mephisto. Okay, anyway,
you said Mephisto.
It's not the same. So right, Mysterio. Two attached to WandaVision. Right? Calm. They both begin with.
They both begin with M. Yep.
MPH.
Nice one. That means they're the same. Mysterio is Mephisto confirmed. Thank you very much,
MPH.
Thank you very much.
Allow it.
They both begin with MPH.
Mephisto.
Yeah, but what about Mysterio? Mysterio begins with MY.
I know that. Anyway, let's carry on. So, with Mysterio revealing his identity to the world.
You've had a man, Charlie. Who was it? It was Mysterio that revealed it. Yes, well done, Charlie. We've got there eventually.
Yes, no. Let me carry on. For God's sake, I may have had a stinker, but let me live.
We've just spent 2 minutes debating about who flipping revealed Peter Parker's identity.
With Mysterio revealing, then we got what's his name, JJ guy.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, he I loved how they brought him back. That was kind of like, I think that'd be great if they brought back the him from Toby's universe in his Spider-Man. That'd be pretty cool. They just brought him back as some angry guy that he was from the trilogy. But anyway, that's not the point. I'm saying I think with him getting revealed, Tom Holland's Spider-Man getting revealed, I think him and obviously his two best mates have kind of like gone on the run, and that's what we've seen. They need to go and hide. And I think obviously we know that Nick Fury and that, I can't remember her name, the woman, she basically were Skrulls all along. So we need to get some contacts with that. I don't know if we'll get that in Spider-Man 3. We might do or we might not. But I know with the series coming out next year, Space Invasion or whatever it is with Nick Fury,
Jesus,
whatever it's called. What do you mean, Jesus?
Secret Invasion.
I don't know. I just said it was something invasion, but I didn't tie into all that. But anyway, so it's in that series coming out, I think it'll be a Disney Plus series, but I think we should get proper like detail into that and whether I don't know if because since it's obviously going to be
Secret
a
Invasion.
secret invasion, whether it's pretty evident it's going to be like related to the scrolls. Hopefully, if we don't
No,
get
it
in
is,
Spider-Man
yeah.
3,
It is.
we'll get context of it in that series. And then whether I don't know if like could there be more like characters that were scrolls like throughout the
Yeah,
MCU?
but it's gonna be minor ones. It's gonna be like.
It won't be like major characters. Imagine it was just Robert Downey
I was about to
Jr.
say.
the
I was
whole
about to say. I was about to say like.
Just Iron Man.
I was about to say like Pepper Potts, but that means that.
No.
That means.
How would it work though?
That means
How would it work?
Tony married and made a child with a Skrull.
Yeah, I don't think that would quite work. I don't know how that quite go down with
Yeah.
the fans.
Exactly. Who would be a Skrull? It won't be I think it'll be like one major character, but it won't be like a massive one that would be like, oh my god, this affects everything. It'll just be like whatever.
Well, Mysterio.
Like maybe.
You never know. We might get the two end characters, Mysterio and Mephisto, together in Spider-Man 3. They might.
Well,
might
one's dead,
connect.
so that's a bit difficult.
Oh no, that's not dead.
What do you mean he's not dead? He's dead. The actual guy is dead. He died in.
I still think he's alive.
He's dead.
Because that's the whole point of his character. Because how can he die? You can't bring a character that like significant to the MCU and then kill him off like that.
Well, technically,
he's part of the Sinister Six.
The guy is dead, but the like actual like Mysterio stuff is still out there because obviously they downloaded all that stuff. Didn't they?
I don't think he's dead.
We'll see.
We don't know.
We'll see.
Like we all think Ultron's dead, but is he really?
It's going to be one of those things. It's going to be one of those things that
MCU.
it was
I don't think he killed someone that significant.
It was like he was collected by an agency, and they brought him back to life. And it's like, oh my god, he's back to life. Oh my god, and then everyone's like, whatever. That's how it ended up.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. I can't see him dead because I think they're still planning to do a Sinister Six film. And obviously he's part of it.
This could be the Sinister Six. Who knows? We've had so many bloody villains rumored to be in it.
Well, they're bringing in all these bloody.
Electro's going to be in it. Electro's going to be in it. Doc Ocker's going to be in it.
Green Goblin.
Probably Green Goblin.
Not part of the. I don't think he's part of the Sinister Six.
Well, there's a lot of.
There's a couple of characters in the Sinister Six that we haven't been introduced yet.
Vulture apparently could be coming back. So they need to do two
he's in
more.
Morbius, isn't he?
So they need to do two more, and they'll probably introduce the two more. Like, isn't? Wait, is Craven? What was his name?
Yeah.
Him,
Sandman.
Sam. Yeah, I forgot about him. He's rumored to come back, isn't he?
All bloody coming back. All the veterans.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah. But also, what I was going to say is, did you know the three like fake titles they brought out with what did all three colors like kind of like represent? Not purposefully.
Let me find them because I need to see the colours again. Man, 3.
As people were saying, and I actually think it's legit.
Titles.
Kind of like a teaser Easter egg. It was like pink.
Homewrecker. That was the other one. It was green.
Yeah.
It was like a whitey one, and then there was like a kind of pinky.
Yeah, and they are the colours of Hobgoblin. In the comics, at least.
Yeah, because there are rumours that Ned is meant to be Hobgoblin.
Yeah, he did slim down a lot.
I feel like maybe it'd
be weird, wouldn't it?
No. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where the Ned in our universe isn't gonna be Hobgoblin, but there'll be an alternate universe or like a multiverse where he is Hobgoblin. That's what I think it is.
I just don't want them to go too full in on this on this film. Like, I don't know, because with all these characters, sometimes like too much of like things coming into a film that
didn't you say
2.5 hours?
Didn't you say this could break Endgame's record of box office?
I said it has a good chance if they do it well. I don't think it will, but I say I won't be. Will I be surprised? Well, they did. They obviously brought it out again to try and beat it. They didn't beat it the first time, and then they re-released it, and then they beat it. Avatar. I think it's gonna. I think it will get over 1.5 billion if they do it well, which I can't see them doing it wrong because I think they've been planning this for a while. Oh, Kevin Feige and that. God knows what he's got in his locker for the future of the MCU. But yeah, things like Oscorp might make an appearance in it with Oscorp. Obviously we've got Oscorp in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire and that, but we haven't got it in Tom Holland yet. And apparently, when Iron Man sold his Avengers Tower, it was bought by Oscorp or something. That's a rumor, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. Right, let's move on because we've talked a lot about Marvel. Let's talk about football because we've had the second fixtures for the Champions League, and we've also had the second leg of the Europa League. So let's start with Champions League. Tuesday night we had Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, and Lazio Bayern Munich. Chelsea coming out 1-0.
Calm and collected. If that was the best league we've got to offer, then that league is dead.
Yeah, it wasn't a great performance by Atletico Madrid. I feel like it was a good. I think
they tried to beat Chelsea how they beat you. They're like, well, it worked against one top tier English team. Let's do it against all the rest.
Yeah, definitely. But they have. Chelsea have a good chance. They've got the away goal. But they just I think
1-0 away goal is just pointless. If you think about it, because if you've won like 0-1 away, then if all you got to do, obviously the advantage is obviously they're 1-0 up, but the fact that it's an away goal is pointless. Because
do you think they should scrap the away goal?
Because if Atletico score, then it makes it pointless. But if thing is like if it stays the same, then it doesn't matter if it's a away goal or not. They just won because they're a goal ahead, not because of it was an away goal.
Do you think that they should scrap the away goal rule then?
I think they should have. I don't know. I think the whole point of away goals is because you're against not just the team but the fans. But the fact there's no fans, kind of made it a bit pointless. But ultimately, fans
was it even? Well, it wasn't
soon.
even played in Madrid, was it? Because I don't think that's what I mean.
No, which one was in Turin? Was it in Turin?
I don't know, but like it.
I don't think the match was in Turin. No, it wasn't in Turin. But
like it was
one of them was.
Yeah, it just doesn't really do much. But Chelsea have a good.
The United game was.
Chelsea have 1 foot in the next round, but I feel like it will push Atletico Madrid to attack more, and I'm hoping to see a better performance from them, especially after what they did last season with us. But we won't talk about that.
Done your turn, yeah.
Lazio Bayern Munich. I mean,
Bayern Munich
was
through.
Yeah,
done and dusted.
Yeah.
There's only 4 goals.
There's a glimmer. There's a glimmer of hope for Lazio with the goal, but they've got 4 away goals. Bayern Munich. If they
pull it off, then first play. But they're not.
If they pull it off, wow! But they need 4 goals without conceding 1. Doubt it's going to happen.
You got Real Madrid beating Atalanta.
Madrid against Atalanta. Atalanta went down to 10 men.
10 men very
early on. And
held on quite well.
Yeah, I was about to say they held on quite well, but Mendy just scored
about 25,
a great finish.
25 yards.
A great finish with his weak foot as well. Very nice. And Man City beat Mönchengladbach 2-0. Pretty straightforward.
So it looks like from that week it's going to be Chelsea, Bayern, Madrid, and City to go through.
Well,
the ones I'm least confident at the moment would probably be Atletico, Chelsea.
Oh no, I was going to say Real Madrid, Atalanta. I think because Atalanta went down to 10 men quite early on, so they weren't able to play the way they wanted to throughout the match. I feel like if you give them with 11 men,
but it's just Real Madrid, isn't it? You just know, like, even if they concede, they'll probably nick a late goal. It's in their nature, isn't it? You know.
Or the rest will just be like pen, even though it's the halfway line.
If you just add another 0 to that paycheck, I'll make sure that penalty does not get given.
But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how those ties play out. Not next week, the week after. But Europa League, second legs, we had Leicester knocked out by Slavia Prague, but that probably could be a blessing in disguise for them because they can focus more on the league now.
Yes, maybe. I mean, they probably weren't going to win. Like they will come up against a United or They probably would have beaten Arsenal, but like or an AC Milan or
Well,
someone
who did
down the
Slavia?
line.
Well, we'll see who Slavia Prague got in the draw in a minute. But Manchester United and Real Sociedad, that was
They get
always.
Rangers. I can't remember, but
I think they do
yeah.
actually, yeah. But Real Madrid, not Real Madrid, Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. Sorry. Yeah, that was always going to be Man United, wasn't it? Actually, speaking of Rangers, there though, mad game. They won 5-2, 9-5 in aggregate. Can we just say though, big up Steven Gerrard. He's doing a madness over there. Still unbeaten.
He's doing quite well, isn't he?
He's still unbeaten. What do you mean he's doing quite well?
Doing
They're still
alright.
unbeaten. Still
Shit league, but
unbeaten.
he's doing all right.
They're still unbeaten. That's still
Yeah.
pretty decent. And in Europe and in the league, that's decent. It's almost March. It's almost March. My God. Arsenal.
I've got the round 16 draw in front of me.
Okay, we'll talk about Arsenal quickly before. Arsenal just scraping through. Because they would have been knocked out. They would. Well, if Aubameyang didn't score, they'd been knocked out for the away goals. So
Sabas, an absolute stinker. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
He
No.
just nodded it back to his keeper, and so their second goal, the one that if
Okay, I'll watch the highlights in a minute. I'll watch the highlights after this. It's fine. I'll watch it.
And then he just basically just nods it back to him and just gives it straight to the forward, and he goes and knocks it past Leno, and everyone thinks that's over because I was watching AFTV, and they went absolutely ballistic. It was so funny. Obviously it's annoying we don't get to see like Claude or DT or Troops like live reaction, but it was so funny.
So the draw.
Yeah, but then the Aubameyang came back. The draw. Ajax Young Boys,
Yep.
Dinamo Kiev versus Villarreal,
Okay.
AS Roma versus Shakhtar Donetsk,
That was a tie.
Olympiacos
I think that
versus
was a
Arsenal.
Rematch from was it last
Yeah.
season or the season before? Can't remember.
Yeah, I think they knocked him out last.
No, it was last season, wasn't it? Because Arteta was in charge. Yeah.
Yeah. Dinamo Zagreb versus Spurs.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Man
United, AC Milan,
Spurs
probably the tastiest one of them all. Man United versus AC Milan.
Zlatan back
Exactly.
at the Old Trafford. Obviously, they've loaned out Delo to AC Milan, but I don't think he'll be able to play because of cup tie.
No, I think they can play. Because in the Champions League, you can do it. In the Champions League, you can do it.
They were saying like it's kind of like in the contract, isn't it? But usually they allow it now. But
they allow it. You can allow it. Like
They're
James
saying, like,
Rodriguez
oh, he
played
wasn't
against
allowed
Real
to
Madrid when he played for
you can't
Bayern
sway my way. I
Munich.
was like, oh yeah, they probably won't, but we'll see. I don't think he'll play anyway because apparently they don't really play him that much. Slavia Prague.
I did see a post somewhere where it was like Man United versus AC Milan, and then it was a tweet that was like loser keeps the lot. Don't know. It's like
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
that was a bit creative, but I have to say, Zlatan is going to probably end Maguire and Lindelof's career.
I would love to see that.
So
I would love
bad.
to see it. Hat trick at Old Trafford. Can't make it up. Brilliant. Slavia Prague versus Rangers we were talked about, and then Granada versus Old whatever. But yeah,
Some interesting games. The only one I'm really interested from that is obviously United, AC Milan.
yeah. And then it'll be Olympiacos Arsenal, but just because of what happened last season as well. But everything else, you expect Tottenham to beat Dynamo Zagreb. You expect Rangers to
13
probably
years
go through
ago,
as well.
Man United, AC Milan was probably the biggest game in football. Now it's
Exactly.
just-
Yeah. That's and now it's like, Man United are like one of the top teams in England.
Yeah, you had like your Wayne Rooney's and you had like your Van Nistelrooy's and that against your Ronaldinho's and that, and it was so good.
Well, the last time they faced each other, Ronaldinho did that. Was doing that like thing with his tan and whatnot, wasn't he? That was the last time they faced each other. Man, how time flies.
When we got AC Milan, they came down Portsmouth in the Europa League, and Ronaldinho, he wasn't playing, and then they brought on. We were 2-0 up. We were just, it was brilliant, and they were absolutely mental. And then Ronaldinho came on, bagged 2 goals, and made it 2-2. But we knew we were never going to win. But the fact that we went 2-0 up and we could have like we didn't lose was amazing. And then Ronaldinho came on, we just clapped him at the end, like how he got clapped at the Bernabeu when he was playing for Barca at that time. And then he said after the game, he said, "This is like the best atmosphere I've ever played in." And everyone was just like, "Oh my god," the words of Ronaldinho. But I like we're never gonna get. Well, I don't know if my lifetime we're ever gonna get someone like someone the level of Ronaldinho playing at Fratton Park, but I very much doubt it. But I would love to see. some big player playing it for part once again. But it'll be a long time. Maybe win the FA Cup in the year 2050, and then we'll have a chance. But
okay.
have a chance.
But yeah, some of the fixtures over the weekend as well in the Premier League, they're not great. Gonna have to be honest, not great. You've got Chelsea, Man United. That's about it.
Screw.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Who have you got?
We've got Sheffield United.
You'll lose that. That's fine. Chris Wilder gonna completely out tactic.
If we lose that, I'll eat my sock.
You just won't though, will you?
I know he won't lose. That's why I'm not gonna eat my sock. It's fine. If we lose that,
God.
if we lose,
if you lose, you've got to stream it live on your YouTube channel.
I'll do it in the next podcast.
Oh yeah, well we can't see you.
No, I will put on face cam. Yeah, obviously. Duh. How else are you gonna flipping see it?
Oh anyway. no, but you know what you'll do as soon as you
Anyway.
put it in your mouth. Oh no, the connection's broken. I'm so sorry. I've swallowed it now.
Or at least I'll have it in my mouth. It's probably unhealthy for me to eat it, but I will put it in my mouth.
I don't know why. Out of all things, you said a sock. Like you could have picked anything.
Well,
you
what
could have
else?
picked, like I don't know, like a bean boozled or something. I don't know. That's just something you can actually. It's edible.
Okay, fine. I'll eat a fucking digestive. There you go.
What is that?
What you said something that's edible. That's edible.
Yeah, something that you generally don't want to eat. What? Oh, digestive.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you might as well just send over the packet then.
No, I'll do that. No, I'm joking.
Don't even worry, Joe. That's not a big thing.
What don't I like? What don't I like?
You don't like Liverpool losing. If you lose, then you're going to be in shame for the rest of the week. But
You know what? I'll drink a can of Coke because I don't like fizzy drinks. I generally don't. I only drink water. I literally only drink water. Swear on my life.
Okay.
Swear on my life. I hate it. Anyway, let's move on to the tier list for this episode. We're going back to Marvel, because why not?
Put the light on a second.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention as well, because I know Charlie's been grinding. Not grinding. He's been grinding me with this, but I have officially watched both Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Hooray! Round of applause for Joe, everyone.
Thank you very
God.
much. Thank you very much.
Got to praise the geezer.
Because
He's
I've
worked
been
his arse off for this.
because you know what I thought. You know what? I'm doing my Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series on my
Blood,
YouTube
sweat,
channel.
and tears.
I thought I might as well.
In his bed, watching the two films, and he loved it.
Um,
Do you watch
also,
all
you
that,
can check
endless
out.
credit scenes in the second one?
I got to like the fourth one, and I was like, I just can't be bothered anymore.
Really? Just turn it off?
I was like, I can't be bothered.
Skip it.
Because I just no. Obviously I did, but I was just like, this is getting tedious now. Like I just can't be bothered. Because they were
Yet to
pointless.
experience the 100% of Marvel.
I do not care. I still haven't watched Captain Marvel.
care.
I still haven't watched Captain Marvel, and I refuse to still watch.
You know, I didn't know you
No.
haven't watched Captain Marvel.
I haven't watched Captain Marvel. I don't care about that. It's a prequel. Who cares? It's a solo movie. I don't care.
So's Captain America: The First Avenger.
That's different.
What? Why is it different? What? Because it's a boy?
No, because I already watched it before Captain Marvel came out.
What's that got to do with Captain Marvel?
I just don't care about Captain Marvel. It adds no context to me at this moment in time. Like at that time with Captain America: The First Avenger.
It tells you like the Monica Rambeau as a kid. It wasn't the best film though. And don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't blame for not watching it, but for like to actually
No, but like the thing is back in like
the scrolls
back
as well.
when I
Like,
watched
you won't
back when I
understand the scrolls.
watched when I watched Captain America: The First Avenger in like 2015, it was fine. It was fine because it was like Marvel were getting to their peak.
That's the
now,
thing. Like, when you sit down and watch
it's
like Secret Invasion when it comes out next year, you'll be like, "What the hell is going on?" Like you understand it.
But then it will make me go, okay, I need to watch Captain Marvel then, and I'll go back and watch Captain Marvel then when I need.
That's
to.
what I'm saying. You should at least watch it before then.
No, because I might as well if I'm gonna because then I don't care. I don't care. I've got more important things in life than to watch Captain Marvel.
I'm saying as long as you watch it before that series comes out, you'll be fine.
Well, that series probably hasn't even started filming yet, Charlie. So I think I've got plenty of
No, but
time
I
to
think
watch
it will
it.
come out next year, 2023, someone like around there.
You know what? Let me find out. Secret Invasion Disney Plus release date. Then we'll get onto the bloody tier list. Okay, that doesn't help. It just says January 15th.
It's already been. It was this
It's already
year.
happened.
We missed it.
It's already happened. Yeah, we missed it. Oh my god! It literally.
Oh wait, it was 2012. What are you on about?
Okay, okay, whatever then. Okay, whatever. Right, let me.
Well, it won't be like the big blockbuster.
Oh crap! I turned on the one thing. There we go. Share my screen. Right.
Turn off your Pornhub.
No, it was. I turned on my face cam, but you don't care about that. You can see me at my sock.
Okay, so at least it isn't like all like every single hero.
It's only the MCU heroes. So yeah, I need to explain what the tier list is. The tier list is the MCU heroes. So all the heroes, or the main heroes anyway, that have been in the MCU. All from your Iron Man to your Captain Marvel, because that was the latest one that's been revealed. That's what I'm going to say. So let's start off, and also the tier list. I couldn't be bothered to name them or rename them. I've just done S, A, B, C as it was. So S is the best, D is the worst. So let's start.
They get it.
With Thor.
Are we doing this based off power or like just how much we like them?
Just how much we like them.
Okay, right.
Thor.
Are you really?
To begin with,
he's on the top two to begin with.
I would
have
say,
put him in like B.
Yeah, I'd say right here to begin with. But with Ragnarok and Infinity War and whatnot, he's gone up there.
Yeah,
for me.
he's definitely up there.
I'd say he's up here, but he's not the top one. He's but he's still up there.
Hulk for me, B
Hulk,
or A,
okay.
just because it wasn't the Hulk that I wanted to see, but we were never going to get it with the the rights.
With what's going on, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go
B.
I'll go B just because he hasn't had his. I mean, he has had his solo movie, but not the Mark Ruffalo
We get a
one.
Wolverine Hulk film. Oh my god.
Hawkeye.
No, he's not B. Come on, mate. He's in B. I like Hawkeye.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I would not put him in the same level as Hulk.
I would.
I'm not.
I just like his character, Clint.
I think what they did with Endgame,
I think
what they did with Endgame was fine, but
all
nothing
the
else
six
matters.
main heroes, 4 of them have got their own films. One of them is getting their own film, and Black Widow. And Hawkeye's not getting a film; he's getting his own series. So,
but it's technically not based on him; it's based on
girl.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
So
he's still gonna have a significant role in it.
And also,
maybe you'll change your mind.
We're going from the God of Thunder to a guy who when he gets angry, turns into a bloody machine.
I wanted to know more about Budapest.
And then we've got a guy who shoots bow and arrows.
Yeah, but it's just so much more than that. I
No,
think they used him quite well in the Avengers Assemble.
is C.
I have to disagree
Ant-Man.
with you on that.
Technically, he's a villain
Continue
then.
move.
If we're talking about Avengers Assemble, he's a villain.
No, he's not a villain. Though, he's bad people. He's an anti-hero.
He killed good
anti-villain.
people.
He's an anti-villain.
Anti-hero.
He's
you
still
mean?
good. Anti-villain.
No, anti-hero.
Nah, I think the problem with that is it's more of like he was a good guy, but he only kills bad guys. It's like the
I like what
Punisher.
they did. I like what they did with Endgame, with him, but
Ronan. I want to see him more as Ronan. That would have been cool.
I think we are going to get some more of that in this Hawkeye series.
What is but surely the Hawkeye series is based after Endgame.
Yeah, but we'll get flashback stuff.
Maybe.
I think we are getting flashback stuff on it.
I like his
Ant-Man.
character. Not that significant.
It's funny.
But I prefer Hawkeye to him.
Oh, we're really going to do this, aren't we?
Oh, come on, mate. You can't say he's better than Hawkeye. I do like his character, though. Paul Rudd's a funny guy, but it's just because he's
If you're
Ant-Man,
telling me, okay, let me put this into context.
And his films weren't
Do
that
you
good
want a
either.
guy that shoots bow and arrows, or do you want a guy that can shrink
You just
down
said
but
this
still
isn't
come-
about power, though. You just said this is about how we like them.
Okay, but I still would prefer Ant-Man over. I still prefer Ant-Man over Hawkeye.
Oh, sake. You got to put him below Hulk, though.
Okay, fine. I'll put them like that.
Right.
Nebula.
Oh, bottom 2. Fucking.
I'll put them there. I don't mind Nebula.
She's levels above. No, not levels above. She's levels below Hawkeye and bloody Ant-Man.
But I don't mind her. I don't mind her.
But what is she? What is her powers? You were talking about like, do you want a guy bow and arrow and this and that? Like, what's her powers?
Okay,
can,
no,
like,
but then I retracted that. Then I retracted that because I was like, okay, fine, whatever. If we're doing that, we can't. Then this is completely different. Then.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what you're on about.
Okay, fine. You know what? Let's do it in power-wise. Okay, Hulk's up there. Then Ant-Man's there. Then Hawkeye's there.
Hulk's probably another tier.
All right, fine then. All right, fine. We'll do that then. There you go. That's it.
Right, so we're doing
fine.
this.
We'll do it off powers then.
Right,
Vision up there then.
It's just going to be such an easy tier list.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. C.
Oh, when he was a god, he's definitely up there, but he isn't now.
No, he's not. He's not that kind of god anymore. So no, what was it?
No, he stripped his powers. He's gone now. He's just human.
No, wait, what was it again? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a god. It was a. Was it celestial?
Celestial.
I don't. What was it? What was the? There wasn't. It wasn't a god. They didn't name him a god. It was something else.
No, but it was basically it was a type of being. Was it celestial? Rings a bell, but I don't think it was called a celestial. Who cares? Anyway, Black Panther. E.
That's not even a funny. I was gonna say.
It's a B, you dumb fuck.
I'd say B because he doesn't have. It's not. He has a.
He's not Hulk, is he?
He's just super strength in it. It's just super strength with a nice.
And his suit's pretty powerful.
I'd say with a nice suit.
A little kinetic energy suit. That's pretty at the core.
Bucky, Winter Soldier.
Oh god. If you take away that metal arm, he's pretty crap. So yeah. C.
Well, it's not just their metal arm; it's the fact that he just shoots a gun. Like
he's got serious combat power.
Yeah, I guess so as well. He's like an Earth Star-Lord.
Put it this way: if you have man to man, like Star-Lord's, if you take Star-Lord's guns away, all he's got is his dance moves. Like he's pretty much useless.
He still saved the universe with it.
Yeah, thanks. He also killed everyone. Remember, he had his crash left before him. To be fair, people are saying like if that didn't happen, then Doctor Strange is one of his.
No. He didn't kill everyone. He didn't kill everyone. He killed half of everybody. He killed half.
That's what I mean by like everyone who died. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Captain America.
A.
No. What? If anything, Black Panther's more powerful than him. All he's got is a shield and he's basically Black Panther, so to speak, isn't he? Really, he can run pretty much the same speed.
But I feel like also with him though,
he's not powerful.
Has that.
Captain America's powerful because Captain America's iconic because of his leadership and that he was the leader of the Avengers.
But that's why I feel like he should be just above there as well.
No, you can't put him in A. No way.
Why not?
Because he's not powerful. We're doing this off power. He's not powerful at all. He's just a human being. He's just enhanced. That's it. He just has a vibranium shield.
I feel like you need.
Black Panther has a whole vibranium fucking suit. Like you can't put him above them.
But then he has a vibranium shield. So like.
Yes, but his whole suit's vibranium. It covers his whole body.
Well, then we should put him there then if it's vibranium.
You got to put him in. You can't put him any higher than B.
No, but like. No, because I feel like
I know you like Captain America, but you can't.
No. But I feel like also the fact that like it's you've talked about his leadership.
More of the characters. We're back to the old tennis. I don't see.
No. But I feel like the leadership and whatnot. That's an aspect that you need to be a hero, and that's
not a power though, is it?
No, but you still need it. I feel like that's what makes him
Star-Lord's the leader
out.
of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's in C.
No, that's different because I feel like no, because like I mean in terms of like the fact that he never gives up. Like Captain America never gives up. That's what I mean. He has that attitude of never giving up until he's actually dead.
He can do this all day and
that's what I mean.
All that crap. But then he just goes, yeah, I know. Well, it is America's ass, but
that is
I wouldn't.
How about that?
I can't do anything, but I would put him in
How
B.
about that? How about that?
I can't do anything.
He's below Black Panther.
It's a bit too generous, from my opinion, but it's just not. Doesn't matter.
You know what? Screw you, Charlie. Anyway, Doctor Strange.
Fuck you.
Up there. Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Okay. Fact that he can control time and all that. Well, no, not anymore without the time stone. But you know what I mean. He can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely powerful. I mean, you can't. He could just magic.
You just open a portal. Like, bye bye. You're off to Everest.
He opened up about 50 portals in the last film. What you want about?
That's what I'm saying.
Drax.
C.
Yeah, I agree. Gamora.
C. Why are you hesitant? She's more powerful than Nebula, and she's not more
Is
powerful
she?
than Ant-Man. Well, yeah, she beats her at every fight. Don't you remember?
I just think that. But would you say she's the same power as Drax and the Winter
Beat him
Soldier
in one-to-one combat.
If Gamora and Drax had a fight, would she?
Let's
win?
go through this one-to-one combat. Would she beat Nebula? Yes, she beat her whole life. Would she beat Hawkeye? Debatable things at the same time. I would put Hawkeye in C, but you put Hawkeye in D. So that's
No, because we're based off
what I don't
powers.
get. Oh yeah.
Based off powers,
What? The one quick question: why is Star-Lord above Hawkeye? I'm sorry, but Hawkeye's got way more skill with a bow and arrow than he does with guns. I'm just saying.
I feel like that we've seen more of Hawkeye with bow and arrows than we have actually Chris Pratt with guns.
Yeah, but like, if just man-to-man combat, Hawkeye would.
All right, screw it then. There you go.
destroy
You're happy now? You're flipping happy now, Charlie? There you go. He's right at the bottom as well.
I'm right though.
I don't know.
You got to include the character. The character includes. Hawkeye's known for him with his bow and arrow. He's very good at man-to-man combat as well. You saw that with Civil War.
Did he though? He did get his
he
ass
fought
whipped
Black
by.
Widow, remember?
Yeah, but he
Fought
lost
Black
that.
Widow
The only reason she lost is because Scarlet Witch was like, yeet.
He's got good combat power. Like man to man, he would get screwed up. It's just about who would win: Hawkeye's bow and arrow or Star-Lord's guns. That's what you got to think of, because that's what they're known for as well. Obviously, we're not.
I would think Star-Lord, to be honest. If you're saying
Hawkeye.
guns over bow and arrows, I don't know. Actually,
Yeah, but it's just more than a bow and arrow, isn't it? He had explosive stuff as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But
It's
anyway,
very
we're talking about Gamora. We're talking about Gamora now.
Gamora.
Would she beat them? Would she beat Hawkeye?
Well, I would put her in.
Would
the
she
same
beat
tier list as
Hawkeye?
I-
Okay,
let me
fine
just
then. There we
finish.
go then. That's the answer. Right, Groot. B.
Yeah, go B.
Yeah, I think B. Iron Man.
A.
A. Yeah. Mantis.
Yeah. You don't even just finish the name, bruv. Oh, did you see that thing that there was this famous like Asian actress who in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when you saw like his father like show all those things where like how he like mated, like basically had sex with all these different people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that she was basically like, people are saying that Mantis is actually could be related to him because she was the daughter of the woman who he got with, apparently, which was and the actress who played her mother was cut from the film. There was a scene with him and
Okay, you know what? I don't need to know
he
this.
cut from the film, and Mantis could be related to him. That's very
just-
weird.
Okay,
Just a guy with antennas.
Rocket.
Go with antennas.
Rocket.
Rocket is not powerful, but he makes some badass
I
guns.
say
mate.
C. I'd say C.
Oh well, Hawkeye
Oh,
would
but-
still destroy him, but it'd be pretty funny.
I don't think so. I think because Rocket makes these big guns, but also he's quite technical as well. He can make something out of nothing.
He's like a BTEC Iron Man, isn't he?
He's just short.
Um,
Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, she's up there.
Black Widow. I think C.
C. Yeah,
She
sure,
could,
yeah, why
I'd
not?
say she had a decent fight against Winter Soldier.
Well, she fought him, didn't she?
But that
She
was
kind
when,
of
that was when,
lost,
that was
but-
when Bucky was mind controlled though.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. E or A, anyone. It's got to be. If you put Captain America in A, then you've got to put
Okay,
Spider-Man
fine,
in
fine. Captain Marvel, she's up there, isn't she?
A. Yeah.
And War
Unfortunately.
Machine,
B.
but it's like an Iron Man. He's pretty much
Yeah,
Iron Man.
but Iron Man, he has nanotech and shit, doesn't he? And Iron War Machine doesn't. And look, if you saw
I
Iron
want
Man
to know.
2,
I want to know
just
as well.
completely
I
outsmarted
want to
him.
know, but that's when he started to become War Machine, though.
Yeah,
It wasn't even War Machine then.
Yeah,
Was
but
it?
at the end, the last we've seen of Wolverine, of War Machine,
You right
was
today.
he didn't have nanotech. He didn't have
First
nanotech.
Mephisto and Mysterio, and now Wolverine and War Machine. What's up with you?
They all sound. That's all the same. Just allow, all right. been a long day. War Machine doesn't have this. It doesn't have the technology that Iron Man does.
You know
And he
what?
just basically stole it from Iron
because
Man.
we've just been having arguments about each hero. We'll just save it like that.
Well,
that is
it. We've done it.
That is our.
That is it.
No, I know, but I mean, like, we've had arguments about Hawkeye and.
It was a debate. It wasn't an argument. It was a good debate.
I'd say it's an argument. Anyway.
No, a debate can have argumentative things, but that's what makes a debate.
Anyway, that's where we're going to leave the podcast for today.
Different personalities and different.
No, because this is what we talked about with Captain America.
Yeah, but that was just me proving a point.
Anyway, that is where we're going to end the podcast today, ladies and gentlemen.
Episode 17.
It doesn't matter what episode it is.
Just saying it, all right?
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
No, it doesn't matter. So neither does a lot of things we do, but we still say it. Have to make a big thing.
It doesn't matter what number it is.
It was episode 17.
Anyway.
And we're loving it, and we're consistent. And this was a solid episode. And
You know what? You know who else has been consistent? Me on my main channel. Go check it out. Subscribe down below. Anyway.
Try and get the... Was your biggest video the first one you brought out? Was that the crossbow one?
No, it's not anymore. It's not anymore. It's funny enough a FIFA pack opening.
What's it?
How
long ago was that?
That was FIFA 19, I think.
Is that the one you packed Allison or something? Or I can't remember.
I packed Oblak in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got 341 views. To be fair, that's not too bad for me.
It's just some like 5-year-olds who just.
Oh no, it's FIFA 20. It's FIFA 20. Sorry, it's FIFA 20. That's even better.
Bought him like the old FIFA. I got you the wrong FIFA, and just looks up videos how to improve it, and it's come up with still Joe 209 with all the best, all the pack luck.
Anyway,
it's been very, very good.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like or subscribe. Hit the notification bell. What? Hit the notification bell.
You're right.
So you know. Don't even tell me. Don't even get me. Don't even start.
Come on.
No.
I couldn't have gone through this whole episode without you having a slip up.
No. Your slip ups were much worse.
I know they are, but I'm just saying it would have been.
Anyway,
come on.
Thank you.
At least you've had a slip up.
Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video or the next episode, goes live. As we said last week, they are changing to Saturday now. In case you weren't aware. But anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I've been Joe.
Good. I have been Charlie.
And we will see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, in a bit, peoples.